Here we are again. Shadow of the Colossus. Round 2. So, in terms of what I've done in between, I've done a little bit more time attack mode. So, I have unlocked 2 new items that I can use. The first one is the mask I'm wearing. A lot more damage to the claw. Got a new breed for him. Oh, it's the Mask of Power I have. The original one was the Mask of Strength. So, attack. And that's going to take a long time. So I'm not going to do that. But, well, I might, but I don't know. Damage. The Shaman's Cloak, which I'm going to assume also lets me deal more damage. Unlock that one. I just have to beat 2 more colossi in normal attack mode. But I'm not, well, normal time attack mode. But I'm not going to do that right. Increases my strength, I'm guessing. And this is the best, second to best sword in the game, which is called the Queen Sword, which is from what people believe to be the sequel to Shadow of the Colossus, which is Icho, I-C-H-O, or I-C-O, whichever one you want to do. The Whistling Arrows, which I already have. Flash Arrows, just blinds enemies, I believe. Harpoon of Thunder. So apparently there are harpoons that you can get, but you can only get them once you beat the time attacks. I don't know what they do, if they're like a third weapon you can use, or if they're just an alternate arrow variant, but they're there. Lizard Detection Stone I already have. Fruit Tree Map, I don't think that really matters, because I already have quite a bit of me for like finding all the secrets, and for trying to stay alive against some of the colossi, because the Cloak of Deception is basically a Cloak of Desperation, or Cloth of Desperation, is basically a parachute I can use. So if I wanted to, I could just safely glide down, which I need. The Cursed Wander skin, not going to explain what that is. The White Steed, the Brown Steed, and the Crested Argo. Crested Argo is supposed to be a reference to Icho. And Brown Steed is supposed to be the one that these guards ride on that come in later. White Steed is also known as the Shaman's Horse, which we'll also see later. So, I think we were heading to the Temple Guardian last. Because I hate one, so of course we do that. I'm also going to try and get the achievement for the 6th Colossi, which is after this one. So hopefully, I don't know if it works so with the items, but it should. If not, I'm going to be highly pissed off. You know, that horse actually kind of reminds me of the horse that Donkey became in Shrek. Shrek 2. Why am I making a reference to that? I do kind of wish there was a lot more that you could do with this map. Like, just more in terms of what's available for you to do, so you're not just doing colossi or climbing or just walking around. I know that there's the 4 animals that you can interact with that will allow you to get an achievement. I've only interacted with one of them because I've never seen the other, well, 2 of the other ones. So like the 4 animals you can interact with are the dove, which I interacted with in the last video, the last stream, the hawk, which I have never been able to do the timing that allows me to find the hawk, and then there was the turtle and the fish. I've never seen a turtle in this game, and I've never seen a fish in this game either. Oh man. Yep. And we're back to Horseback Riding Simulator. Alright, I'm gonna go to this fruit tree, maybe get a little bit more fruit. Just for the hell of it. You know, a little extra health never hurts. Plus, one of the things I have to do once I get enough strength for a few more achievements is I have to climb to the top of that temple. And apparently there's a fruit there that I have to eat for an achievement. And it gives me a ton, well, I mean, it takes away my health. Alright, there should be a lizard here too, because I have the lizard detection stone equipped. That's a fruit right there. I just want to find the lizard. I don't think I even need any more health. My health bar is so freaking stacked. And my strength is pretty damn high too, so I don't think I need any more lizards. Wow, this is a depressing day for streams. Not even Kyle's watching. I know that sometimes the, whatchamacallits, the lizards can be in the top of the tree, like where I'm at right now. Shoot that down. I can do this. Is the lizard right here on the tree? It shows the lizard being right here on the tree. Now I'm getting a little... It's fine. Where is the freaking lizard? I hate searching for these little bastards sometimes. Where the hell is he? Okay, he should be right on the tree. He should be right on the tree, according to the map. I hate finding lizards because they're so freaking hard to find. I mean, even though they have a glowing blue tail, they're still so freaking hard to find. How is it? They're about as annoying to get as the lizards in Breath of the Wild, because they just run away from you all the time. Oh, I thought that was a lizard and it was aggro. Really need to change the skin back. Alright, I'm not finding that lizard, and I will get pissed if I keep looking. Well, here we are. Fucking temple guardian. There's another lizard over here. How many fucking lizards are in this damn game? Okay, this is right here next to the colossi. Well, where the colossi at. This one shouldn't be too hard to get. I need my bow. Oh! Wait, I know, I hear the jingle, I hear the jingle. I just need to get your tail at least. Ah! You're not dead? No, no, no! I'm taking it, thank you. And there is a golden coin. When you see the little things of light coming up, that's where a golden coin is. Generally, there's a golden coin around every, around where every colossi is. Generally, though, they come from, like, where the colossi actually spawn from. Fine, Acro, you leave. Didn't need you. Oh, now you come running back. Let's get out. No, you had your chance. You lost it. Alright. Well. Okay, I was able to do this last time. I was able to just roll right through that before. Or was it that one I was able to roll through? It was that one. And now, welcome back to Rock Climbing Simulator, because we couldn't do anything else. Easy way to do this. Just jump. I hate fighting this guy so much. Just because he always knocks me off, because he's one of the colossi that just once you're on him, he will just do anything he can to get you off. Alright, I have to run with him at the start. Right, I can still move in this cutscene, so if I'm close to that wall. He's pretty damn good. Got a lot closer. He's still running. Come on, climb up the frickin'... Why would you not jump up the thing? Instead, you stood there and got flipping hit like an idiot wander. Lord, I'm surrounded by assholes. Now what we hide here. Correct. What you can do. Bend over. Aha! Almost tripped it up, but... Crap, crap. Climb, you fool! Yep, here it is. It's already started. I can get my sword out. No. No. Oh my god, that wasn't even fully powered up. Alright, the other one is on. back, where? Oh, and he's back! Oh, no, no! Okay, yep. 2-hit kill, that's pretty damn good. That's pretty damn good. And I'm still holding on to his back as he falls over. Get up there, one. I'm the king of the world. Short-lived reign. Five colossi defeated, and now we're on to the 6th. Which is the achievement one, which I stupidly went to right at the... instead of going to the 3rd one, or 4th one, whichever one it was. Oh, why was I gonna skip it? Boom! Got wrecked, man. Don't know why I'm doing an accent now. Is that the Omega symbol? I think the Omega symbol is on the back of that quote. I can't be for sure. Thy next foe is a ruin hidden in the lake. No! I thought this was the achievement one. I thought this was the achievement one. I thought it was the achievement one. Damn it. I hate fighting the snake. Snake? 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 Okay, hold on. I just want to zoom in on it. Okay, it's not quite the Omega symbol, but it's pretty close. Alright, hold on. I want to figure this out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I defeated 6 colossi then. Then, which one is the one I'm thinking about then? I think it might be you, but I can't be for sure. Let me do this. I don't know for sure. Wait, hold on. Have I beaten him before? I beat him fairly quickly, because his goal time is 6 minutes, and I beat him in 2 minutes 37 seconds. So, I think this is him. So we have to fight the snake. God damn it. Then we fight him. I think I remember where the snake is. If not, you'll have to deal with me running around the map aimlessly like the fool. Yeah, so I want to try attempting to climb the tower once I have a little bit. Well, the Shrine of Worship is what that place is called. I want to try climbing it once I get enough stamina. Because I know where I have to start climbing. It's on the other side. But I had a pattern going for so long, and it almost worked to get up to some of the higher spots. But eventually got to a point where I just couldn't get enough stamina to make it up. And he's dead. Alright. Horseback riding simulator. Apparently there's ancient... Like, there's supposed to be, like, 2 ancient coins on that bridge. One more towards this way that I'm going, and the other one is back that way. That has to suck, though, going up there. 'Cause if you have to climb up to that bridge, then when you have to walk across that whole thing on foot. Because aggro can't get up there. That sucks. Okay, here's a shrine I haven't gotten yet. Oh, I wasn't paying attention. Oh my god, aggro. Oh, there's also one over there that I want to try. Will he be nice and show himself? Or will he be asshole? He will be asshole. Go thy soul. Oh, you don't no. Stop it. He went up. You. Where the hell do you keep going? Did he go up again? Oh my god. No, 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 no. Where'd he go now? Oh my god. Just gonna stab him if he seems cool. Where are you? That's right, get stabbed. Okay, come on, pray, so that way we can mark the shrine. Where's Aggro? Oh my god, Aggro! Suck. Alright, we're supposedly... See you, lizard! Aha! I don't know how I grabbed it. Oh, come on, no. I have to get up there. I hear the jingle from my remote, which means that there's a coin nearby. And it has to be up there. That would be the only place I would think of it to be. When I walk away, the jingle gets quieter. Can't grab on to any of the things there. God damn it, no, 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 not worth it, not worth it, not worth my frustration. Okay, there's no other lizards in here too. I hate searching for those golden coins. Is that a painting? Looks like there was like a rock painted on the wall. So there's fruit trees there. I'm not gonna go to those because I'm going to those. There's a lizard. I'm sorry, but I want to get it enough, like a lot of stamina or strength. It's over here. Stop running! There we go. There we go. More strength. More strength too. Alright, so I don't need the fruit trees because I have a crap ton of health. I mean, I could max out my health bar, which would help with another achievement, but I don't want to. There's where I entered the forbidden land. There's a coin up there by where that gateway is. My question is, how did none of the colossi get out of here? I mean, there's ones that fly. How do they not get out of there? And there's ones that swim. Are you telling me that there's not a way for them to swim out of here? Or the ones that run out to, you know, climb up? Since, you know, a lot of them have hands and are pretty damn big. Alright. Another lizard here. And I see him already, even better. And die. There we go. Now I'm free, free fun. Right, just so we can mark the shrine. Damn it, wrong button. Okay. Still quite a bit. There's still quite a few shrines left. I mean, I didn't know until just like walking around and actually exploring the game how many shrines there actually are. There's like way too many. Alright. It's time to fight the snake. Sneaky snake. I hate fighting this. Well, he's more like a giant catfish. He looks like a snake, but he's more like a giant catfish. I can so imagine just a scene from Jaws or Megalodon, whatever movie it is, and just it comes up here and eats the bridge. Actually, that would just be a cool scene in general, having one, like, walking on a huge bridge like this, and then just the colossi comes out of nowhere and destroys it with you on it. Alright. You know, spiral staircases were so hard to walk on in some of the older games like Banjo-Kazooie. so wish that you could just swim underwater as much as you like. There's the catfish, or snake catfish. Cat snakefish? Alright, so what I have to do is I have to swim on the surface to get it to look up and go after me. Well, no, what I believe I either have to shoot the orange crystals that are producing lightning, or when it resurfaces, I have to stab its weak point, so that way I can, shut the crystal off. How are you not noticing me? Notice me. Notice me. There we go. I'm feeling you jumping. Let's... He's gonna zap me in here. Yep. Two times the charm? You learned it. Oh god, I forgot about that. Forgot his tail comes like way after. Underwater. Under the sea. Alright, I have to make as much progress as I can walking up him. And I made no progress. So I need to go up. And I can't go early, otherwise I will close up and up. Alright. Good enough. This boss takes forever. His time attack is even shows. Okay, I'm not gonna go after it yet. Because he's underwater, so thus I'll get hit by the electricity. Now I'll do it. Go on over there. He does something though that I remember that. More powered up, so I can do more damage, even with the master power, it's still not doing much. And I have to hit that one. Oh crap, I was just hit. So I can hit it and then go for his head, because his head... Right there. That's where his moon is. I forgot he does this dick move, where he just stays underwater. See, I have to hold down the trigger as long as he's underwater. Plus, my strength gauge, which is obviously going by fast, goes by even faster because I can't breathe underwater. You cheeky bastard. I hate it when he does that because it's such an unfair move. And look how much strength he just took down in a matter of seconds. Notice. Come on, how do you not see me? Look with your special eyes. Oh no, I have to climb all the way back through that. So that whole thing I just climbed through, I have to do again. At least you can't shock me. Alright, we're on. I hate fighting this one because of how long it takes. Oh crap! No! 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 I almost fell off. I have to not fall off. hate having to do the entire thing of climbing up his back. Or spine, whatever. There's his head. There's his head. I thought he reactivated the crystal. I think he can do that. Oh, no! You did it. Ah. Will you stop? He's doing the dick move. Okay, one more hit and he's dead. Regardless! I win. Yes. I hate fighting him, because like I said, there's some colossi who just, no matter what you do, the second you get on, they will do everything they can to get you off. And like when he just kept doing his head thing, that's an example of that. And it's so frustrating when it does that, because you can't climb through up his, like, you can't climb to where you need to be when he does that, because he's trying to shake you off, and so you have to hold on. And it's such a pain in the butt to try and get that down. I think there's still like 2 or 3 more colossi that are like that. The final boss colossi, he is not that bad. I thoroughly enjoyed fighting him because it looked like a really cinematic battle. But like the snake one, that one I just hate. And like even Gaius though has his moments where he's just so annoying with the way he operates. And it doesn't help that the AI aren't fully like the AI don't fully work right, because there's times where they just stand there instead of doing what they're supposed to do when a player does something. If you understand what I'm talking about at all. Snake is dead. I'm like really tired today. Alright. The next foe is a tail trapped within a pail, deep within the forest. Alright, this is the achievement one. A shadow that crawls on the walls. Alright, he is fairly easy to beat, but it's just a matter of, like, with the timing of trying to kill him, it can be kind of difficult. Where's Aggro? There's Aggro. I already know where he is after my last failure of trying to locate a colossi. So, he's fairly easy to beat. I actually enjoy fighting this one, because he's very simple. But at the same time, it's because of that simplicity that he's unique. Because in order to beat him, like what he'll do is he'll climb on the walls of this Colosseum. And so I have to shoot his legs, so that way he falls off the wall, and then based on how high he falls is based on how long he'll stay on his back, which will allow you to hit his weak point, which is on his stomach. So it's all a matter of just how far, like how high you hit him, which I can do it fairly easily from the top. Like when you watch Jack play it, he didn't do it from the top. He kind of went down a little ways, but you can do it from the very top. And this is one of the bosses where like whistle arrows can be useful. but you don't even need to whistle arrows because you can just whistle regularly. And here we are. Site of another colossi. I know there was a shrine over there, but I already got that shrine, so it wouldn't matter. And you just ran headfirst into a wall. How do you feel, aggro? Feel good? I don't want to jump down there, but I feel like this is one of the areas where you're scripted, where it's like you'll die no matter what. Doesn't matter what your health is, doesn't matter what your strength is, you will die. Because there are areas like that. I really wish there was so much more you could do in this map. Like, could you imagine Legend of Zelda with a map this detailed and with as much stuff that is in the map, like same amount of, like, just imagine this game, like a Legend of Zelda game that took place on this map. Like, how much area there would be, like, for you to actually use. All the secret areas that could be there. That's what I think would be really cool. Just the Master Sword inside the little pool inside the temple. I'll show you guys later if you need to. Or if you want. Well then, be right back. Okay, I am back. Maybe. Damn mic. Yeah, because my mic doesn't... My mic is very horrible. And it has one of those clip things that you can clip to your shirt. I can't... It doesn't work right for me. And so I don't use it. And I just wrap it around my neck for some reason. And so it's like right next to the collar of my shirt. So you guys can still hear me pretty well though, even with it there. So, time to fight this pain in the ass. I already got the coin for this guy. Because since I'm playing on a continued game, all of my, continued as in I have beaten the game once on this file. All my coins will transfer over as well as my strength and health bar. But I can still get, like, more, health and stamina. Realistically, your health and stamina bar can go from one side of the screen all the way to the other. Realistically, if you wanted to. Well, I think the health bar maxes out eventually. I don't know about stealth. Here we go, the achievement Colossus, as I've been calling it. Because it's the only one that I haven't gotten the achievement for. Like, in terms of doing a special thing for it. Alright, so for this one we need the bow. I'll get him to come up there. I'll then run over here. So I can help him with arrows. Fine. I crashed right as he did. Alright, switch to sword. No! I need to get this achievement. Don't trick me like this. Get this achievement. I earned this achievement by cheating my way with items. Okay, so the achievement is that you have to kill him before he can turn over, which I just got. Ha! I get the achievement, motherfucker. Oh, I forgot I can't avoid those. I tried that achievement like 4 different times to try and get it, but I tried to do it without items, because I wanted to make it a legit thing, and I could never get it. The ghost of girlfriend's past. Oh, okay, this is the illusion thing. Princess Zelda from Skyward Sword? Minus the brown hair, black hair, pepper hair. Talk about an entourage. I'm so glad I got that freaking achievement. Because I want to get all the achievements in the game. This is one of those games where I want to get all the achievements. But there's one, though, that I know I'm not going to get. And it's called the Speedrunner, or Speed King achievement. And I basically have to beat the entire game, like, including the exploration. Like, I have to, in a matter of 5 hours and 30 minutes, well, 5 hours, 28 minutes, I have to beat the game, which means I have to kill all 16 colossi and do the little story thing at the end in a matter of 5 hours and 28 minutes. I assume, though, it's just like the time attack, where it pauses the time during the cutscene. Thy next foe is the land where trees merry grow, it sleeps in a dry lake bed. The land where trees... No! I hate this guy too. I hate him. I've said that about almost all the colossi here, but still. He is one that can go shove his peg leg up his ass. I hate that guy. He reminds me of the Pokemon Volcanion or something. Volcanion, I think. Like in terms of just the way his face is. Where I'm thinking of Turtwig. If you remember Turtwig from Pokemon Platinum, I believe? Platinum, Diamond, and Pearl. In Pokemon Platinum, Diamond, and Pearl, one of the starters is Turtwig. And when he fully evolves, he turns into the giant turtle. But the way his mouth is just reminds me of both Volcanion and Turtwig's full evolution. I do that all the time. Whenever I start humming the Legend of Zelda theme, I believe it's the Hyrule Field theme, I'll start humming it normally, and then just in the middle of it, I'll suddenly change to the Star Fox theme, because they sound so freaking similar. And it's one of those things like with the Star Wars theme where you can have it just kind of switch to the Superman theme in the middle, and it would just fit perfectly. Look that up if you haven't, because that's pretty interesting. And here's the thing, I don't even know if anyone's watching, because I don't know if it's going to show me people who are watching on PlayStation, because I had followers apparently who could watch on one of which who was watching. I somehow had like what, 10 views on one of my live streams, which, you know, it didn't show 10 people watching. So I don't know how many people are actually watching or not. And it sucks because the main person who was watching, he's not watching now, so I don't know any of this. Alright, you frickin' cave dweller. Let's get this over with. Oh, wrong button. There he is. I hate fighting him too. What I have to do is I have to try and get him to walk on on a geyser, which will then blow him over, and then I have to get onto his side and then onto his shell on his back. Oh, I forgot to shoot lasers. Yeah, he shoots lasers. Plasma one. He took a note from Halo. Actually, I think Halo did it first, so by technicality, that is correct. I got plenty of hope. It's fine. Doesn't he remind you of a Pokemon? He looks like a freaking Pokemon, right? It's lasers. He's the evolution of the spike turtles from Mario Bros. Yep. Okay, you're pissing me off. You're not moving at all, so arrow. Oh, that pissed him off. No. We have to angle you right. We have to angle you right. Get angled. Get angled. Yep. There's a good war turtle. That's not the right evolution, but oh well. Okay, I think he's good. So if that geyser goes off. No. Stay there. I need your peg leg on the geyser. Is he gonna slam down? Oh no, but he was close. Oh, I forgot. I have to shoot that. That, and then he falls over. Oh god, that was a bad idea. Anyway, then I have to go to the side and crawl up his belly, which will then allow me to get onto his shell. Then I have to attack his head, because just like the snake, his only true weak point is on his head. Oh no! Stay on, you daft idiot. Crap! Okay, I landed in his jaw. Pretty damn hard to fall out. And see, he does his little... No. If I can hit him when he goes to do his head thing, I can cancel it out. And then get a full stab. Maybe it is possible to speedrun. Well, I don't think I can speedrun this because I've already done like so much stuff that, and it takes. So we've done 3 colossi in a matter of 1 hour, which is still pretty damn good. But you spend like an hour, like you spend 20 minutes just trying to get to each colossi though, and that's what really takes up your time. So you have to know exactly where they are and what the fastest route is in order to get that speed run. Three colossi down. How many colossi have we defeated in total? 8? 8 or 7? I don't fucking remember. I'll count once I get through this. Alright, she's still dead. Thy next foe is an isolated sand dune. Its tracks are well hidden. I like fighting this one. Shaking the earth, its gaze is upon thee. Okay, he's a fairly simple one to fight. Like, just like the, Colosseum one that I was trying to get the achievement for. He's fairly simple. All you have to do is just, kind of shoot him in the eye. And then he'll go on a weird spiraling torpedo-like drive into a wall. Into the nearest wall. Or I think it's like that. And then he'll crash, and then you can get on his back and hit his room. Because he only has one room, too. And I already know where he is. And generally when you would go to get to him, though, you would go up by where I was earlier, and you have to go through this really long canyon. But I'm not going to go through the canyon just because it's not as visually... I'm gonna guess Uncle Explosion. Oh, no, I almost got it. I almost got the eagle, god damn it. Aggro! So for what you missed, I've beaten 3 colossi. I have this new horse as well as a new mask, so I deal more damage. So yeah. Well, you should never you should never ride and drink. I was trying to make reference to A Million Ways to Die in the West, but I can't frickin' speak. Have I gotten that shrine? Yes, I have. So I need to go down here. An hour into the stream, 3 colossi killed. And then before the stream I had 2 new items. Well, the aggro, the new horse breed for aggro, which is known as the Shaman Steed. And then I got the new mask, which increases my strength more than what the other one did. But could you imagine, though, a game like this map, but in a Legend of Zelda game? So Legend of Zelda in this map. This would be a pretty freaking cool map. Like, it would be a cool expansion to Breath of the Wild to have this map to play in. Just because it would give the player the feeling of isolation, for one. And I mean this map for Breath of the Wild. Everything in this map, but for Breath of the Wild. So that means you'd actually have, like, the enemies in Legend of Zelda, but with this... Yeah, exactly. They've only had 2 things for Breath of the Wild, and to me they were lacking content. Like, there's so much that they can do with Breath of the Wild, but they don't. Like, even with the amiibo, they still barely scratch the surface with what they could do. And, like, because with the amiibo, there should have been a way that you can get all of the amiibo items in Breath of the Wild, but for, okay, now I'm not saying a sequel, that's a dangerous word in the Zelda universe, and in any game and movie universe. But what I'm saying is, like, if you can... Breath of the Wild should have had a lot more it could do. Like, for example, like, with the amiibo, what they could have done is they could have done ways that you can unlock all the amiibo items in the base game. Like, adventures or little secrets that you would have to do in order to unlock these. Like, let's say the Big Goron sword, for example, from Ocarina of Time. What if there was the Big Goron in Breath of the Wild, but he was in like a hidden cave that you had to find, and there was like, in this cave was like a smithery, a forge that would look visually just highly interesting. And so what you would do is you would do like a fetch quest, like where you'd have to do some of the stuff that you had to do in Ocarina of Time just to get the sword. So that way it would make the player feel nostalgia for the old games while still being in the new ones and still adding new and interesting content to your game. That, and like, even with the amiibo, there's still even more that they could have done with that. Like, they could have done Hyrule Warriors amiibo, which, yeah, I get it, it's a little over the top, it's a little bit much, we don't want to pay for those amiibo. But, like, there's still so much more you could do. Like, you could add Volga, the Dragon Knight from Hyrule Warriors, and, like, for his weapon would be the Dragon Pike that he uses, which is a spear. And in order to get that spear, like, you have to get, like, each of the 3 different parts of the dragons, and then you take those 3 parts of the dragons to the Mount Doom, and you have to drop them in as a sacrifice. And then, like, a comet would fly out of the, or a meteor or something would fall out of the volcano, and then you have to go where it is. Then there'd be the Dragon Pike, like, sitting there in a crater with, like, some flame effects, if you can imagine that. That would be, it would be visually interesting. It would tie in the Zelda games, like, in terms of the items. And it would add interesting content and allow the players to do more. And it would get players playing for longer because there would be more to do. And I feel that Nintendo really does that with all their games. They really only scratch the surface of what they can do. Because, like, the Mario game, like Mario Odyssey, there's so much more they could have done. And, like, some of the maps just feel like they really limited themselves. Like, they made them way too small than what they should have been. Like, to me, the Metro Kingdom could have been bigger. What do you mean, looks at EA? I mean, yes, EA has made amazing games like Mass Effect, but even then with Mass Effect, they still scratch the surface. They make these large games with large maps that are highly, like, there's a lot of exploration you have to do, but they don't give you enough, to me, they don't give you enough content. Like, a lot of the guns look pretty damn similar to each other. You know, there's no vehicles aside from, like, the Nomad or the, whatever the name of it was in Mass Effect 3. Like, there's not enough that you can do. Even though there's a lot of side quests, that's all they are, side quests. There's not a lot of stuff that you can do that isn't. And sure, like vehicles. Mass Effect has shown plenty of vehicles, but they don't let you use them. And that's one thing that I think that they should do, is they should let players use more of the things that they've seen in the lore. Like Halo. We've seen so many things. So many things in Halo. We've seen the prototype armor, which was a badass armor that had a freaking minigun for a hand, a rocket launcher on its shoulder, a built-in jetpack. Do we get to use it? No, we don't. Same with the Pelicans. The Pelicans have been in Halo since the original, and we have yet to be able to play as them in, like, fully in games, like, including Forge and multiplayer. And the idea that you have the content, you have everything there that you can use, but you still just hold out for no reason. You limit yourselves on, like, you keep yourselves from going to greatness and from having a good game because of the fear of too much content, or because, like EA does, you want people to pay for everything. Which, to me, I think that if you have the ability to add that much good stuff, like that much content, you should do it. And EA really limits themselves with games, like Battlefront. Because with Battlefront, has no one found it odd that we have yet to get a Battlefront game that actually allows us to play everything we've seen in the Star Wars universe? I'm talking, like, even including the Clone Wars series, including the Old Republic. There's enough content from all of the Star Wars universe that you can make a game with a Star Wars Battlefront game with all that content, with the ability to do these epic dogfights, to do these epic battles that we've seen about. And yet, they limit themselves. They only do the major stuff that we've seen in the movies. And then they make us pay, like, for example, in Battlefront 1, they made us pay like $20 for each expansion pass, which all it did was add one new game mode, 2 new weapons, and, you know, maybe hero or new map, which is barely anything. It's not worth the price. And that's the thing, it's one of those things where as long as they have, like, the famous company name, people will only think of the history of them, and then, like, will think that, oh, you know, they made good games in the past, maybe this one will be good. So just because it has that big name, they're going to get it. That's why every Star Wars game does so well in sales, regardless of whether or not it was actually good. It's just dependent on whether or not someone... I don't want to rant about games anymore. But, like, you can agree, though, that the Star Wars Battlefront games could have a lot more. And Mass Effect could have a lot more as well. Oh, crap, I need to go. Go, 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 go. Faster, aggro, faster, faster, faster. Aggro, aggro, aggro. Like, I've even found that even, like, some of the really good games at arcade could also have more content. Like, and, like, Zelda, like I just explained earlier, but... you played Fallout, I think that Fallout could have a lot more content. And granted that Fallout now has mods, which makes it interesting, and it adds more content. I wish that more games had mods, like what Fallout has. Because Fallout does an amazing thing with mods. It, like with the mods in Fallout, you basically are always getting content that you would for sure enjoy, because you're getting to pick what content you want in the game with mods. And the fact that people are making amazing games, like, well, not games, but I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted with the whole boss fight. But the fact that just everyday people can make content that looks like it should be a part of the game, that looks so good that it looks like it was made by the actual development team. The fact that so many people can do that, but yet whenever someone does do that in a game, like add their mods, they just completely deny them, and then, you know, like, they ban them from the game. I think that that's a horrible thing, because if players are able to actually make content for the games that they love, that are equally as good as what the developers made, I think that they should be allowed to put that in the game. I feel like even Breath of the Wild could have, like, mods. I mean, well, like, look at the original Battlefront 2. I mean, it came out in, what, 2006, I believe? And it's still one of the biggest games, because it's fan-beloved, and, you know, they brought the servers back on Steam. But even though it's one of the biggest games, it also still has a huge modding community that to this day is still making new content. And then the fact that players are still making good content for that, even games like that, is pretty damn good. They really need to do more mods. Fucking A! Like, Breath of the Wild would be amazing. Because, like, not like the Shrek one like we've seen. But I mean more along the lines of, like, the Play a Zelda mod that was very well done. The mod was, like, really amazing because it looked like it could be an extra feature in the game. And to me, when modders are able to do that, I think that those types of mods that look like they should be in the game, that are so well done that it looks like it was made by the developers, those mods should be allowed to be in the game. Like, the mods where it's just, like, infinite money, infinite health, God mode, those ones I don't think should be in the game, because they aren't adding anything interesting to the game. They aren't letting the player enjoy the game more. They're just allowing the player to skip through the game instead of actually getting to go through the parts of the game that a player would have trouble with, which the whole point of troubling enemies in a game is that sense of achievement when you actually beat them. So when you just have a God mode or you just have a one-hit kill mod, you're not getting that same sense of achievement from killing them. And that's one of the very important things about games, is to give people that sense of achievement for winning. Because the harder the game, and then when you finally beat it, it feels like you've just done something amazing, like you've gotten a world record kind of thing. Even though you probably didn't, but still. I've been ranting a lot now. My throat hurts. And I have to express it. An altar overlooks the lake. The Guardian said, no! I hate this one. But this is the one I think I'm going to kill him. I hate this one. I hate this one. Because this one is a little bull guy who you literally, so there's two little bull-like creatures, well, two bull-like colossi in this game. That is one of them. And so for him, what you have to do is I have to take like a torch, which I'll get in his area, and then I'll have to kind of scare him away with the torch until he falls off a cliff and then breaks the armor on his back. And then that will allow me to stab him if I can ever get the chance to. I believe you're the other bull guy. And with you, what I have to do is I have to go through a city and get him to knock pillars down until I eventually get him over to a platform where when I have him knock the pillar down, the platform will come and crash onto him, and that will break his armor, allowing me to jump on him and kill him. Okay, I think I'm gonna fight that colossi though, that last one, this next one, and then I'm going to call it a stream. Like, end it. Because we've beaten 4 colossi now, and soon we're gonna beat 5. I think we might be able to just do this, like, this is probably just gonna be a 3-part stream. Okay, I don't remember where this guy was though. Oh, okay, he was over there. But, like, I might be able to do this in just a 3-part stream, because if I already have most of the colossi done, and I think there's only 5 left after this, I'm pretty well able to do this. Plus, the last colossi is actually very easy. It's just a matter of timing and patience. Oh, man. Can you imagine Breath of the Wild, though, if it had all the things from the different games? Like, if you could travel to all the different... Like, I think Breath of the Wild, like, for the next Zelda game, if it were to be on a Nintendo console that had the same capabilities as the PlayStation 4, because PlayStation 4 is an amazing system. I originally used to hate PlayStation, but I was naive and wouldn't give it a chance, so that was my problem. But PlayStation is capable of doing large worlds like this and highly detailed graphics. So if you can imagine a Zelda game where it was all the Zelda games combined in terms of maps. Like, so you'd have Hyrule, but above it would be Skyloft that you could go to. And you'd have, like, the ocean that you could explore from Wind Waker. Which, yeah, that really wouldn't work well because, you know, Wind Waker... But PC... Well, guess what? Nintendo's not going to go to PC. I hope not, because then I'd have to pay even more money to play a Nintendo game. Honestly, the Switch is a good system. The Switch is a really good system. I feel like if there was the ability for the Nintendo Switch to connect to a PC or any other, like PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One X, that would still be pretty cool because then you could upgrade the graphics, I guess to say. It's like if there was 4K abilities for like other systems, like the Xbox One X and PlayStation, it would be cool to connect a Switch to it to be able to see what those games would be in 4K. Damn it, I did it again! It's freaking Zelda theme that then switched to Star Fox theme. because they sound so freaking similar. I can't remember if this is the way I need to go. I don't know where I'm going, but I sure know where I've been. I think aggro might actually... Alright. I believe it's over here. Over here. I'm heading to where Gaius is, god damn it. Oh, you know what? Now I remember. I'm actually in the wrong area. I remember where he is now. I remember where he is. I'm just gonna go to Gaius's area and then loop around. I remember where he is. I'm a stupid. I'm stupid. You mean Disney Infinity? You know, Amiibo basically is just Skylanders and Disney Infinity. That's basically what it is. Or it's at least what the original idea was. It's like, well, everyone else is making these figurines, man. We should totally just make them too. But like, to me, I find it highly stupid that, like, the Amiibo only have special rewards for specific games. I feel like they should have special rewards for all games. Because, like, with the Mario Amiibo and the Zelda games, like, you could still do stuff with that. Like, you could make it where the bomb, like, you could do, like, the hammer from Mario for a Mario Amiibo in the Legend of Zelda game. Or you could do, like, say, what is it called? You could even just do Mario's hat for crying out loud. And, like, Star Fox. Star Fox was one of those games where they had the potential to do amazing things with the Amiibo, but they were just highly idiotic with it, and they chose not to do those amazing things with the Amiibo. Because, like, Star Fox Zero, the only two Amiibo that work with it are the Fox and Falco Amiibo, so the two Star Fox Amiibo. And the Fox Amiibo let you play as the original R-Wing from the original Star Fox. To me, that one is good. That one should be completely fine. That one's completely fine. You know, that's exactly what it should do. Let players use the classic ship. For the Falco one, however, you just flew a regular R-Wing that had a different paint job and had less health but did more damage. And you know, it's not that the R-Wing was bad, it's just you could have done other things that would have made players reminiscent of the other games, and you could have let players, you could have added more. Like, for what they could have done with Star Fox Zero is they could have let people use the Wolf Link Amiibo in order to play as the Wolfen, which would have made sense because, you know, Wolf Link and then Wolfen. And the Wolfen in the game, it already has the same things as the R-Wing. It has a transformation mode, it has the ability to have dual lasers and shoot bombs, so it, you know, it should be in the game, you'd think. And, of course, it wasn't. There's only two Star Fox games that actually let you fly the Wolfen, and that's Star Fox Assault, the greatest Star Fox game, and Star Fox Command, a game that I personally think deserves more credit. Because a lot of people hated Star Fox Command. It was a DS game, for one, which meant, you know, it didn't have as good of graphics as the Wii or the GameCube. But what it did have, though, is it had the ability to play as a lot of the different ships that we've seen in Star Fox, and new ships, for that matter. And to me, the ability to play as all those different ships is something that Star Fox should have in every game. And that's like Star Fox 2, the original Star Fox 2, which wasn't released until the SNES remake, or yeah, that new SNES remake system was released. To me, that game was a really smart idea, because it was basically like it had the transformation feature just like Star Fox Zero did. But the other thing that Star Fox 2 had is it also had 3 different R-Wing classes that you could choose from. A bomber, a basic, and an interceptor. To me, that's pretty cool and unique, because one, it's still keeping you with the ship that you know and love, but it's still making it interesting by adding different variants. But I still feel that Star Fox Command, with the ability to use completely and entirely different ships, is useful and cool, and it adds more to the game. But like, to me, I feel that using the basic R-Wing design that they've been using is kind of bad. Because let's face it, the basic R-Wing design... Oh crap, I need that torch. Like, the basic R-Wing design is something that we like it, but we also kind of want to see something new. Which is why I think that they should add more ships like that you can use in Star Fox. But then I also feel that games like Metroid should also have the ability to use like this ship. Because let's face it, the ship is a pretty big thing in Metroid. This is the gunship in probably all the games, but we've never been able to actually use it. And to me, well, aside from Metroid Prime 3 where you could use it to carry stuff and, you know, do bombing, to me there should be more you can do with Samus's gunship. It should be a flyable vehicle that you can fully control. Because if you can imagine like using it in Star Fox, that'd be pretty cool. I mean, I doubt it would ever happen, but still. I'm probably just spouting out stupid ideas now. Alright, can I do this? I cannot. Oh no, 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 let me get up, let me get up! Oh, come on, that's BS. That's BS. I hit him, I hit him, I hit him. Oh, come on. Let me attack him. Ah. He's not a rhino, he's a bull. Haha! I found a way to get around it. You cheeky bastard. Yeah, usually when you're riding on that rhino, you got me to call it a rhino, damn it. Usually when you're riding on the bull's back, oh well, that's a clip. But usually when you're riding on its back, you can only hit it when it goes to stop, but you can't do a full strike. You can only do a small one, and so you have to whittle away his health, which can be a pain in the ass. Whereas, what I did, I managed to glitch the clip thing, like where he shakes. I managed to make it where that doesn't affect me. I didn't know how I did it, but I managed to do it. And so, I was able to just do a full stab without having to worry. Another colossi, that's, what, 6 defeated in this stream, and it's only been an hour and a half. It's pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Yeah. I might do one more colossi. I kind of want to do another one. I just feel like doing another colossi. I might take this a little longer. Thy next foe is... Paradise floats upon the lake. A silent being wields thunder. Hooker to it. A moving bridge to cross to higher ground. You know, I'm actually surprised that BioShock is as good as it is. Because, like, BioShock, even though it was just, like, a shooter game, like, even though most of what you did was just shooting things, like, it still had an amazing story to it. And even though it looked so out of the ordinary, like, with the way it was, you still got that, like, old school 1960s vibe, like, it just belonged. You know, one thing I hope that they do with Fallout 4 is I hope they put a lot more music in. Like, a lot more of the older 50s and 60s music. Just because I like a lot of older music. Like, give me some Dion and the Belmonts in Fallout 76 and I'll be happy. I don't care if people are just nuking me to death. I would rather be nuked to death while dying, nuked to death while listening to, whatchamacallit, Dion and the Belmonts. If you don't know who Dion and the Belmonts is, they're an old 1960s band. The song The Wanderer, which was used for Fallout 4, that was sang by Dion and the Belmonts. Well, performed by them. Wait, have I gotten that shrine? No, I have not gotten the shrine. Blizzard. One game I really want to get on this is Dead by Daylight. That would be an amazing game to play in 4K. If you don't know what Dead by Daylight is, it's one of my favorite horror games. It's not even really a horror game, it's more... fucking A. But, I swear if that thing's just doing laps. But, like, Dead by Daylight, it's a really fun arcade game. It's like Friday the 13th in a way. So if I get Dead by Daylight, that's for sure gonna be one thing I play on this channel. The only thing is I don't like what they've done with the game, because they've added, like, so much new content that it just got to the point where it feels like it's not fun as much. Like, the way that Dead by Daylight used to be is the way that it used to be was, you know, it was just you were a survivor or a killer, and, you know, the killer would kill the survivors. Now they have, like, so many new things. Like, apparently there's a way that you can instantly break out of the killer's arms when he catches you. Why is there another lizard there? Not getting it. I already got one. I'm happy. But, like, there's for some reason a lot of new stuff that shouldn't be in Dead by Daylight. Like, you can instantly pick yourself up and heal yourself. And yeah, that might be nice for that when you're playing the game and if that happens. But to me, it just kind of takes away from what the game was. And because it's not so much relying on your friends anymore, it's now you can do everything yourself. Which I personally liked being able to rely on everyone else. And I didn't, whenever I played Dead by Daylight, I wasn't that a-hole who would just hide around all the time and wouldn't do anything to help out. Because I was fairly good at Dead by Daylight before they added all this stuff. Because, like, I was the person who would, like, nail the generators. I would make sure, even though I'm generally not as much like this in real life, well, I probably wouldn't be, maybe, I don't know for sure if I was put in that scenario, but, like, I would be the person in Dead by Daylight who would not escape until I made sure everyone else was, out. Because I was so confident that I could just escape the killer with ease, and I generally could, that I wouldn't escape until everyone else did. I would make sure I was the last man. And even though, like, if someone died, though, like, if there was no possible way we could save them, I wouldn't go back for them. But if there was even at all a slight chance. Like, there was a time when I ran all the way across the map after opening the exit, and I saved a guy, like, who was just a second away from death. And we managed to escape. And to me, like, there's a thing in those kind of games where you should just generally be like that. You should generally just want to help your teammates. Generally, though, a lot of people. Why is... Sounds like a baller. How does that sound like a baller? Like, because if I'm just... In Dead by Daylight, I like to be the kind of guy who helps everyone out. I like to be actually useful in the game. Because in that game, there's a lot of people who are just highly useless. And I want to be one of the useful ones. Oh, man. $9:15, holy crap. It was 7:40 when I started. Early in the morning, rising to the street. I need a flat cigarette, distractions on my feet. Alright. Time for another asshole Colossi. This one, though, if I'm able to do a certain little trick with this, I might be able to beat him really fast. But it all just depends on whether or not I can do this trick. Man. I don't think I can do the trick. Damn it, he turned. I was hoping he wouldn't turn. Because there's a trick you can do where right off the bat, you can kind of go around him and get on his tail. But it all just depends on what he does. But no, now I have to do the challenging thing. Over here. Okay, this one's weird though, because he doesn't... His eyes are those little crystals, which is really weird. Because... Yeah, family... I actually don't remember the words after that. Like, all I remember is it goes like, they're creepy and they're kooky, and then I don't remember the rest. No, you know, a classic though that I think all kids should know is Meet the Flintstones. Wait, what? I can't remember the Flintstones one now. God damn it! No, why can't I remember the Flintstones theme? It's like Flintstones, Meet the Flintstones. I can't remember the freaking rest. I remember Meet George Jetson, his boy Elroy, daughter Lucy. I can't remember the wife's name. Shit, who was the wife from freaking George Jetson? This is gonna bug me now. I missed. I know I can't aim for its vitals now. They're creepy and they're spooky. They're serious and spooky. They're all together. Okay, I remember the husband was Cortez. Wait, Cortez? Are you talking about Addams Family, or are you talking about Flintstones? 'Cause the wife... Or no, not Flintstones, Jetsons. I want to remember the wife's name from the Jetsons. I can't remember the Flintstones name. And all I know about the Addams Family is the song. And I remember watching a little bit of it, but not enough to actually know everything about it. Alright, I'm gonna cheat this Colossi now that I have him in a state where he can't do anything. Wilma! I remember Wilma. I remember Wilma now, because I remember most of the Flintstones. I remember there was Fred, there was Bam Bam, there was Pebble, and then there was crap. Dino, there was Dino. There was Barney, and then there was his wife. I can't remember his wife's name. Oh crap. Oh crap, no! In Dexter's laboratory. Alright. Going back to the past now. And dead! Oh yes! What about Iron Giant? Betty! That was the name of Barney's wife. I remember Barney. Rubble. Who was Rubble? Who was Rubble? Also, hi Duncan. It's good to see you. Who was Rubble from Flintstones? I don't remember Rubble. I remember Dino, who was the purple dinosaur. The neighbor. Wait, there was a neighbor named Rubble? I don't remember Rubble. Because I just remember that Fred and Barney were neighbors, and they were also best friends. And they were part of, like, that Bison Club. Which neighbor, though? I don't know which neighbor. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, that's right. So here is Lord Emon and his guards. In a matter of 2 streams, we've gotten through almost all the Colossi. I'm gonna wait I'm gonna wait until Monday next week though, before I do another stream to finish this. Because I know I can easily get through the rest of the Colossi. So we'll do the Dynexpo is, and then I think I'll end it there. I'm not doing it tomorrow because what I want to do is every day I want to alternate between Shadow of the Colossus and Prey. And I managed to do something, well, find something out that was, I managed to find an amazing thing out in Prey. And so I want to show that off tomorrow. That's why I'm going. Actually, you know what? So, I have something that I have to do in about whenever I get a call, which could be any time. So I'll tell you guys what. In a little bit, I will do another stream of Prey. So I'll do Prey today and Shadow of the Colossus today, and then I'll do Shadow of the Colossus tomorrow and finish the game up tomorrow. Alright? And then we can do, just Prey will be for the rest of the week next week. Alright? Sound good? So I'll do Prey a little bit later. Alright, you're getting a double day Thursday. This is double day Thursday. Alright, well, I will see you guys in a bit then. I'm going to eat breakfast, have a coffee because I freaking need one to get through the rest of this day. I don't know what you mean. Reggie Ice, Reggie Steel, Reggie Gigas. Which one? There's kind of four. There's like four of them. God damn it! Now I'm gonna remember the freaking. What were the Reggie names? Pokemon. What were the names of the Reggies? Reggie Steel, Reggie Ice, Reggie Gigas, and then who was the one? Who's the other one? Oh. That Reggie. Okay. You know, I was doing a Pokemon thing. Reggie Rock, damn it, that was the other one. The one that I had, the most common one that I had and used in the Pokemon games, and I couldn't freaking remember it. My favorite, though, by far is Reggie Ice. Reggie Ice forever. Alright, I'm gonna end the stream, guys, so... Wait, three! Who's the third? Who is the third? Third person watching. Comment, I want to know who it is. This is the first time I've had 3 people watching. It's a miracle. Who is third? Who is the third person? I want to know who it is. Who is it? Who is third person? I mean, I know the game's third person, but who's the third person? We're waiting. Third person. Who are you? Come on, third person. Yeah, it's totally Santa. Yeah, totally. Totally around that time of year. I don't even remember where the next Colossi is. This is a huge map, though. Come on, who's the third person? I want to know. Who are you? Alright. The world may never know. Come on! No! Damn it! I want to get the damn hawk! 5 people. Wait. 5 people. Wait, what? Huh? Please, this is you guys fucking with me, and that there's not actually 5 people watching. I swear to frickin' God. I am not... 4, okay, yeah, now you're screwing with me. You're screwing with me, aren't you? There's 4 people now. Just, I can imagine you, Kyle, Uncle Explosion. Just, you have your 2 computers on, and you have your Wii U on, and you're just sitting there watching. You're using all your YouTube accounts just to watch me, so that way you can screw with me on this. Is that what you're doing? I don't know if there's actually 6 people watching or not. I don't know who they are. This is really weird because they never have that many people. I'm gonna jump off this cliff now. Let's see if I survive. Probably not. I was correct. Of course you are, Duncan. Of course you are. You're on both your freaking accounts. I knew you would be. I knew you are. And it says 4 on my screen, so unless there's people watching on PlayStation and it only shows me the YouTube watchers. You asshole, Kyle! You fucking asshole! Oh crap, okay, I'm ending the stream now. Alright, we're gonna pray, we're gonna play Prey here soon. Alright. I will see you guys later for Prey. Have a good one until then.